All right, so it says write a rule for G described by the transformations of the graph of F, then identify the vertex. Can't read my handwriting. All right, so f of x equals 3x squared minus 5. And we're going to transform it by vertical stretch by a factor of 2, followed by a translation 4 units to the right, followed by a reflection in the y-axis, followed... No, I'm just kidding, that's it. So no other following. All right, so the way you want to do this is you want to start out with g of x equals, and then write down the f of x as it is. Okay, I like to leave some space because who knows what's gonna go where. So we put a 3, we put an x, we put a squared, we put a minus 5. There we go. So let's start with the first one, vertical stretch by a factor of 2. Okay, vertical stretch by a factor of 2. Now, vertical stretch is multiplying. Remember, stretch and shrink is multiplying. Now, you're either going to multiply the whole function or you're going to multiply just the x. Vertical is going to be the whole function, so we're going to multiply. Put a parentheses around everything, and we're going to multiply by 2. 8. There we go. And let's simplify. So 2 times 3 is going to give us 6x squared minus 5, and I didn't leave space, oops, followed by a translation 4 units to the right, and that's why I like to leave space. All right, I'll just do it on the next line. So 6 followed by translation 4 units to the right. Translation, adding or subtracting. Okay, so translation, adding or subtracting. Right is horizontal. So horizontal is horizontable. So you're going to add or subtract to just the x only. Okay. So I'm going to put x squared and 4 units to the right. So, and horizontal is opposite. It's horizontal, so you have to think opposite. So right is usually plus. You're going to subtract. So minus 4. And I'll explain that in class. I actually explained that in with the absolute values, but that's fine. And is there more? Yes, there's more. Followed by a reflection in the y-axis. Now, the reflection, it's going to be a negative either in front of the whole function or just in front of the x. All right? And these are tricky because usually you think x-axis is going to be just the x, but actually y-axis is going to be multiplying just the x by a negative. And that's it. And I hope that's all I had to do. Oh, identify the vertex. Okay, so our vertex is h, comma, h, comma, k. And it's always a times x minus h squared plus k. So h is 4. Remember, you want to think opposite. It's not a negative 4, it's a positive 4. So 4, comma, and our k is negative 5. And that's it. All right. So let's look at the next one. F of x equals x plus 3 squared minus 7. And I'm going to I made it look similar, except here, instead of a vertical stretch, I made it a horizontal stretch. Okay? And instead of a, oh, you'll see. So a horizontal stretch by a factor of 2. Remember, stretch and shrink, multiply. So we're going to multiply. Vertical is the whole function. Horizontal is just the x. So we're going to start off with g of x equals, let's write down what we got. 8, that's what we got. So we have a horizontal stretch by a factor of 2, so we're multiplying just the x. There. That's it. All right, and then followed by a translation 4 units up. Okay, so let's rewrite this to x plus 3. Do you need to? No, you can do it all at once. But it says followed, so why not? 4 units up. Now up, translation plus or minus, up is vertical. So vertical is vertically nice. So you just think of it how you think of it. So up is plus, so we're going to be adding 4. And vertical is on the outside. So plus 4. All right, and we get 2x plus 3 squared. Negative 7 plus 4 is negative 3. And followed by a reflection in the x-axis. So x-axis, a reflection negative, x-axis, the whole function. So negative, okay. So negative, and you want to put parentheses around everything. Oops, 2x plus 3 squared minus 3. Okay, distribute. And you can't distribute inside of this parentheses, because that's, think of it as one term. And there you go. So we have negative 2x plus 3 squared plus negative times a negative 3 is going to be positive 3. And there we go. Hey, that's pretty good. And we need the vertex. So h and k again. So h, okay, if you want to put a times x minus h squared plus k, our h is not positive 3, but negative 3. Think opposite. And our k is positive 3. Hey, that's cool. And that's that.